147. What is question tag, sir? You are a graduate. What is the question tag? Aren't you? You didn't come yesterday, did you? You will go to America, won't you? You are a housewife, aren't you? You are employed, aren't you? So, when you say a statement, you have to use in what? A tag. The statement may be an affirmative statement. What do you mean by affirmative statement? Positive statement. You had your breakfast, didn't you? You had your breakfast is the affirmative statement. Positive statement will have a negative tag, right? You came yesterday is a positive statement. Didn't you becomes a negative tag. Able to understand? One positive sentence will have a negative tag. A negative sentence will have a positive tag. Affirmative means positive. You did not come yesterday, did you? It becomes positive tag. The tag will contain a pronoun. Always a tag will have isn't he, isn't she, is he, can't he. So, one pronoun should be there. Statements with words such as scarcely. What do you mean by scarcely? Very rarely, barely, it is rarely, hardly means you don't have, rarely, seldom also rarely. All these are negative words. So, are treated as negative sentence. For example, now, it has been raining continuously. Is it positive or negative sentence? It has been raining continuously. Is it positive or negative? Positive sentence. So, you are using a negative tag, asn't it? Why are you using as? Because as it is given here, right? As in it. So, if it is a positive, you have to use the negative tag. Rita hasn't a car. What sentence is it? Negative or positive? Negative. So, what is the positive tag? Has she. As she becomes a positive. The bell has rung. Is it positive or negative? Is it a positive sentence? What is the negative tag? Hasn't it? Now, you are using Gopal had a computer. What tag is it? It is positive. So, what is the negative tag? Hadn't he. It becomes a negative, right, sir? Now, it will run. What tag, what statement is it? Positive. What is the negative tag you are using? Won't it? Our team will win the match. What statement is it? It is positive sentence. What is the tag? Negative. Won't they? It is a negative tag. It won't run. It is a negative sentence. What is the positive tag? Will it? I shall do it. What sentence is it? It is positive. Shan't I becomes a negative tag. We shall not go home. What type of sentence is it? It is negative sentence. What is the positive tag? Shall we? He should study well. It is a positive sentence statement. What is the negative tag? Shouldn't he? People shouldn't be rude to one another. So, what sentence is it? It is negative sentence. The tag is should they, positive tag. We could buy the ticket. We could buy the ticket. It is a positive. What is the negative? Couldn't we? We couldn't buy the ticket. It is a negative sentence. What is the positive tag? Could we? They can play. It is a positive sentence. What is the negative tag? Can't they? Right, sir. Now, coming here, they cannot do that. They cannot do that is a positive. Negative, sorry. What is the positive? Can they? I don't have a pen. It is negative. What is the positive tag? Do you? Many of us don't know this question. It is negative. What is the positive tag? Do we? Do you have a pen? It is positive. Negative is don't you. You know the story. It is positive. Don't you? It is a negative tag. I write a letter. It is a positive. Don't I becomes a negative tag. Plants give out oxygen during the day. It is positive. Negative is don't they. I don't write a letter. It is a negative. Positive is do I. She writes a letter. It is positive. Negative is doesn't she. The sun sets in the west. It is positive. Negative is doesn't it. She wrote a letter. It is positive. Negative is didn't she. She doesn't write a letter. It is negative. Positive is does she. She didn't write a letter. It is negative. Did they becomes a positive. Didn't I do that? Didn't you do that? So it will be don't you, it is do you, right? So it is negative, then it is positive. Shut the door. Shut the door, it is positive, it is negative, won't you? Open the door, it is positive, and won't you, it becomes a negative. Sheila may visit us today, it is positive. Negative is won't she. Australians may not win the finals, it is negative. Will they becomes positive. You need to come to the railway station, it is positive. Don't you becomes a negative sentence. Are you clear about it? Positive, negative. 35. I don't have a pen. I don't have a pen. Ah, do I? Do I? Okay, good. Let us go. Shall we? Shall not we? Let us go. Shall not we? Okay. People ought to keep the streets clean. It is positive. On they, it becomes negative. Now, Harry and Jack have come. What is the tag here? Haven't they? Haven't they? Haven't they? So since it is positive, you have to use negative. You will help us. What is the tag? Won't you? Won't you? So since it is positive, you are using negative tag. The dog won't bite. What is the tag? Will it? So it is negative. Will it? Okay, now Henry is sleeping. It is positive. What is the tag? Isn't he? Isn't he? Now he hasn't fallen sick. What is the tag? As he. As he. You are not going now. It is negative. What is the positive? Are you? Are you? Next, he can't run. It is a negative sentence. What is the positive? Can he? They were sweeping the floor. It is positive. What is the negative? Weren't they? Weren't they? Next, they didn't go home. What is the tag? Negative. Did they? Did they? Now they meet you often. It is positive. Don't they? Negative. So I am not disturbing you. It is a negative. What is the tag? Am I? Am I becomes positive. Miss Williams teaches English. What is the it is a positive tag. What is the negative? Miss Williams teaches English. Don't she? Don't she? Doesn't she? Sorry, doesn't she? Doesn't she? Negative. They don't smoke. What is the tag? Do they? She must study. What is the tag? Must not she? Mustn't she? You saw Peter. Didn't you? Didn't you? Okay. James was riding a bike. Wasn't he? Wasn't he? It is a positive, negative. He does hardly any work. Does he? Because hardly is there. Hardly is there. So it becomes negative. Kamala had come before you phoned. Had come. Hadn't she? Hadn't she? Negative. Had come. Okay, hadn't she? They couldn't recognize you. Could they? Could they? None of the chairs are new. Are they? Able to understand? If it is positive statement, negative tag. Negative statement, positive tag. Hope you are able to understand. நண்பர்களே, ஏஸ் அமெரிக்கன் ஆங்கில வகுப்புகளுக்கு வரவேற்கிறோம். உங்களுடைய கொஸ்டின் புக் புக்கை எடுத்துக்கொள்ளுங்கள். 250 பேஜ் கொஸ்டின் டேக்ஸ். பாசிட்டிவாக நீங்கள் சொல்கிற பொழுது நான் படித்தேன் இல்லையா, நீ வந்தாய் வரவில்லையா, ஆக பாசிட்டிவாக கேட்கிற பொழுது நெகட்டிவ் டேகும், நெகட்டிவாக கேட்கிற பொழுது பாசிட்டிவ் டேகும் யூஸ் பண்ண வேண்டும். நேற்று நீ வரவில்லை வந்தாயா, இப்படியாக சொல்ல வேண்டும். ஸோ இட் ஹாஸ் பீன் ரெய்னிங் கண்டினியூஸ்லி. தொடர்ச்சியாக மழை பெய்து கொண்டே இருந்தது இல்லையா. ஹேசன்ட் இட்? ரீட்டா ஹேசன்ட் ஏ கார். ரீட்டாவிடம் கார் இல்லை. இருக்கிறதா? ஆஷி. த பெல் ஹஸ் ரங். மணி அடித்திருக்கிறது இல்லையா? ஹேசன்ட் இட்? கோபால் ஹேட் ஏ கம்ப்யூட்டர். கோபாலிடம் ஒரு கம்ப்யூட்டர் இருந்தது இல்லையா? ஹேடன்ட் இ? இட் வில் ரன். அது ஓடும். ஒன்ட் இட்? ஓடாதா? அவர் டீம் வில் வின் த மேட்ச். எங்களுடைய அணி ஜெயிக்கும். ஜெயிக்காதா? ஒன் டே. இட் ஒன்ட் ரன். அது ஓடாது. வில் இட்? அது ஓடுமா? ஸோ ஐ ஷால் டூ இட். நான் செய்வேன். ஷான்ட் ஐ? செய்யக்கூடாதா? வி ஷால் நாட் கோ ஹோம். நாங்கள் வீட்டுக்கு போக மாட்டோம். ஷால் பி? நாங்கள் போகலாமா? ஸோ he should study well. அவன் நன்றாக படிக்க வேண்டும். shouldn't he கூடாதா? people shouldn't be rude to one another. மக்கள் ஒருவருக்கொருவர் சண்டையிட்டுக் கொள்ளக்கூடாது. should they அவர்கள் செய்ய வேண்டுமா? we could buy the ticket. எங்களால் ஒரு டிக்கெட் வாங்க முடியாதா? couldn't we couldn't buy the ticket. எங்களால் டிக்கெட் வாங்க முடியாது. could we எங்களால் முடியுமா? they can play. அவர்களால் விளையாட முடியும். can't they விளையாட முடியாதா? they can't do that. அவர்களால் அது செய்ய முடியாது. can they அவர்களால் முடியுமா? I don't have a pen. என்னிடம் பேனா இல்லை. do I இருக்கிறதா? many of us don't know this question. அநேக பேர்களுக்கு இந்த கேள்வி புரியாது. do you have a pen? உன்னிடம் பேனா இருக்கிறதா? don't you இல்லையா? you know the story. உனக்கு கதை தெரியும் இல்லையா? don't you? I write a letter. நான் கடிதம் எழுதுகிறேன். don't I இல்லையா? plants give out oxygen during the day. don't they மரம் செடிகள் பகலிலே ஆக்சிஜன் கொடுக்கும் இல்லையா? don't they? I don't write a letter. நான் கடிதம் எழுதுவதில்லை. do I எழுதுகிறேனா? she writes a letter. அவள் கடிதம் எழுதுகிறாள். doesn't she இல்லையா? the sun sets in the west. சூரியன் மேற்கே மறைகிறது. doesn't it இல்லையா? she wrote a letter. அவள் கடிதம் எழுதினாள். didn't she இல்லையா? she doesn't write a letter. அவள் கடிதம் எழுதுவதில்லை. does she எழுதுகிறாளா? she didn't write a letter. அவள் கடிதம் எழுதவில்லை. did they அவர்கள் எழுதினார்களா? didn't you do that? நீ அதை செய்யவில்லையா? do you செய்கிறாயா? shut the door. கதவை சாத்த மாட்டாயா? won't you? open the door. கதவை திற. won't you? கதவை திறக்க மாட்டாயா? ஷீலா may visit us today. ஷீலா எங்களை சந்திப்பார். won't she இல்லையா? Australians may not win the finals. Australians அந்த ஃபைனல்ஸில் ஜெயிக்க மாட்டார்கள். will they அவர்களால் முடியுமா? you need to come to the railway station. நீ ரயில்வே ஸ்டேஷனுக்கு வர வேண்டும். don't you இல்லையா? let us go. நாம் போவோம். shall not we கூடாதா? so people ought to keep the streets clean on day. மக்கள் தெருக்களை சுத்தமாக வைத்திருக்க வேண்டும் இல்லையா? so அடுத்து பயிற்சி பாருங்க. Harry and Jack have come. Harry and Jack வந்திருக்கிறார்கள். இது பாசிட்டிவ். நெகட்டிவ் வந்து haven't they இல்லையா? you will help us. நீ எங்களுக்கு உதவி செய்வாய். மாட்டாயா? won't you? the dog won't bite. நாய் கடிக்காது. will it கடிக்குமா? Henry is sleeping. ஹென்றி படுத்து கொண்டிருக்கிறான். isn't he இல்லையா? இங்க பாசிட்டிவ்னா இங்க நெகட்டிவ் வர வேண்டும். he hasn't fallen sick. அவன் நோய்வாய்ப்படவில்லை. as he பட்டிருக்கிறானா? you are not going now. நீ போவதில்லை இப்பொழுது. are you போகிறாயா? he can't run. அவனால் ஓட முடியாது. can he முடியுமா? they were sweeping the floor. அவர்கள் அந்த தரையை சுத்தப்படுத்தி கொண்டிருந்தார்கள். weren't they? they didn't go home. அவர்கள் வீட்டுக்கு செல்லவில்லை. did they meet you often. அவர்கள் உன்னை அடிக்கடி சந்திக்கிறார்கள். don't they? I am not disturbing you. நான் உன்னை தொந்தரவு செய்வதில்லை. am I தொந்தரவு செய்கிறேனா? மிஸ் வில்லியம்ஸ் டீச்சர்ஸ் இங்கிலீஷ். மிஸ் வில்லியம் ஆங்கிலம் கற்பித்துக் கொண்டிருக்கிறார்கள். does she? they don't smoke. அவர்கள் புகைப்பிடிப்பதில்லை. do they? she must study. mustn't she? அவள் படிக்க கூடாதா? you saw Peter. நீ பீட்டரை சந்தித்தாய். ஜேம்ஸ் was riding a bicycle. ஜேம்ஸ் ஒரு பைசைக்கிள் ஓட்டிக் கொண்டிருந்தார். wasn't he இல்லையா? he does hardly any work. அவன் எந்த வேலையும் செய்வதில்லை. does he செய்கிறானா? கமலா had come before you phoned. கமலா நீ வருவதற்கு முன்னாடி ஃபோன் பண்ணினால். hadn't she இல்லையா? they couldn't recognize you. அவர்களால் உன்னை அடையாளம் கண்டுகொள்ள முடியவில்லை. could they? none of the chairs are new. எந்த சேரும் புதியதல்ல. are they able to understand? are you clear about it? so I request you gentlemen to come forward and tell what you are able to understand. yes, please come. look at the audience and say what you are able to understand. are you able to understand? yes, sir. are you able to understand? aren't you? okay, did you learn anything? didn't you? okay, you may ask some questions to him and let us see whether they are able to say. yes, say what you are able to understand.
You can't do anything. You can't do anything.
Be louder.
You can't do anything.
what is the tag? you keep the mic to his mouth and ask him. Can I? okay, good. so what you are able to understand? tell to the camera what you are able to understand.
Positive sentence will have a negative tags at the end, and negative sentence will have the positive tags at the end.
At the end. okay, a few examples. One example for positive, one example for negative.
He is not coming.
he is not coming. what is the tag?
Is a negative sentence.
And
the positive tag is he.
is he. okay, one other negative sentence with a positive tag. Ashan, you are speaking. okay. good. you gentlemen, you come and tell with few examples what you are able to understand. question tags. நீங்கள் சொல்கிறீங்களா மேடம்?
He is coming.
He is coming.
Isn't he?
Isn't he? You may ask a question to them and let us see they are able to answer. Yes, ask question to them.
Did you come yesterday?
Did you come yesterday? Give the mic to her. Let us see what she answers. Did you come yesterday?
Didn't she?
Didn't you? Didn't you? Yes, ask her a question. Okay. All for yes and statement and statement should go on. Yes.
Did you do homework?
Did you do your homework?
This is positive sentence.
No, this is question you are asking. You are going for a statement. Statement. All the statements only, not questions. Statements. You did your homework, didn't you? Like that. One statement and one negative tag. Ask a statement. Not question, statement. You did your degree, didn't you? You worked in that company. Yes, didn't you?
Did you write?
Did you write?
Didn't.
Didn't you? You did not write. Do you? Didn't not, did you? Did she wrote na, didn't you? Able to understand? Yes, sir. Thank you very much.